Alright, we're good? Yeah, we're good. Okay. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. So, like I said before, the load times are a lot faster. As for cutscene skipping, they are very fast. What we need to do is press speed, just skip them. Simple as that. And off the bat, I'm already doing a little bit of an exploit with the Force Choke. So for whatever reason, whenever Darth Vader is in the Force Choking animation, he can actually move. He can actually walk a bit faster while doing this. At the same time, because we are also in this state, we are vulnerable to a lot of laser shots coming from these Wookiees. So we gotta be really mindful of our health and try to collect like health packs that we find along the way. Now we're gonna be encountering a lot of these Force doors right here. The thing about them is, oh god, the thing about them is you must not get hit during any stage of that during any stage of the animation for you like charging up charging up your force to push through that door. Otherwise you'll get hit out of it, and that is a bit of a time loss. Okay, so gotta be really mindful of the health here. Oh god. Luckily there's a health pack right over here. Oh god. Gotta watch out for the random debris. Because it does hurt. It does hurt if you let it hurt. Oh yeah, and those Wookiees die right there for absolutely no reason whatsoever. The only explanation I can think of is that we pass the area where the Wookiees stay alive. we pass an area where the Wookiees stay alive, but I guess like the area that we passed was like coded a bit weird. If that makes any sense. With these Wookiees, we can actually manipulate the camera so that they always spawn behind us, which is very useful. We don't want to get into any of these saber locks. They just basically waste time. And that was a relatively good Road Jedi overall. And this version is actually way easier to kind of go around this guard there. Nice. Usually, at least with my time on the PlayStation 2 emulation version, a lot of the bosses had basically super armor of sorts, where you have to like really hit them in a specific direction to kind of break through the guard. But in this version, for whatever reason, the guard can be broken through very easily. Now, while playing as Starkiller for pretty much the entire duration, Force Lightning is going to be our best friend here. It can hit multiple enemies for one, and it's just really good at dealing damage overall. Oh no! Oh, I barely missed the TIE Fighter there. If you're good enough at the game, unlike me, you should be able to like jump onto the wing of that TIE Fighter and be able to ride it like a pseudo elevator of sorts. Unfortunately, we did not get to do that, so we missed that. However, I was able to do this. I did improvise a little there, but the idea is the same, where you just ride on the TIE Fighter elevator wing, and ride on the TIE Fighter elevator wing, and you can get up there without having to force push the wings that are just left on the side there. Now this fight, pretty simple. You basically have to just wait for this this ship to drop off the rest of the soldiers. So can't really get much of a time save here.
Surround him.
I want to jump over this electricity, and we should not be able to get hit there, which is nice. And but we have to wait for this elevator to come down. It might be faster to like jump on these little things here, but I haven't experimented with that yet. And this part is pretty chill. Not really much to say here, just riding elevators, going up, and force dashing. Alright, force dashing. So the thing about force dashing is that if there's like a nearby enemy or object, the force dash tends to kind of gravitate towards enemies or objects that are near you. So you gotta be mindful of that. Also, here's our first example of the lightning saber throw strat, as I'm calling it. Still haven't thought of a particularly good name for it, but basically, how it works is you hold the A button to use force lightning, but at the same time, you press L and Y simultaneously to do the saber throw, and it's a little difficult to explain, but we have a guide to show you what to do on the resources section on speedrun.com. Maybe Falco can explain it better, I don't know. Yeah. Right now we're at Coda, and we are doing a very broken strat in this game, where we basically use the aerial assaults and just kind of shred their health bar. Yeah. Aerial assault is very broken against these human bosses. But you do have to like perform at the right time, otherwise it just won't go through. So it's not like completely broken, just very insane. There's a guy going to disappear here. Yep. That is a Switch exclusive bug, where some troopers just disappear in plain view for whatever reason. mistimed that. Alright. Sometimes those big bosses, their animations can get a bit, interesting. You also notice that we have to do, these quick time events to finish them off. The thing about these is that they are a bit strict, where if you press the wrong button, you lose all of time. And, yeah, you really don't want to mess them up when speedrunning. Luckily, the buttons themselves remain consistent through every run, so they're not randomized. Unless, of course, you fail them, then they are like randomized a bit. Now, these junk robots can get a bit annoying. But honestly, they're not too bad to deal with Honey Force Lightning. The junk behemoth, on the other hand, is very annoying. Because he tends to block constantly. It's been made slightly easier on this version, but he can still be a constant thorn in your side. Like that, like, he was like on a sliver of health, yet my saber throws weren't going through because he was in this walking animation. Okay, so now I want to lightning these robots, because there's a force door up ahead and we do not want to get shot. That would be very bad. Okay, now the reason I jumped there was to make the junk dog spawn spawn a bit slower, I should say. For the reason coming from the air makes him spawn a bit slower there. But it's consistent, so we just do it. Okay. Let's see if it works. Oh, okay. Nice. I've been able to get through this area without defeating those junk robots, but I'm just doing it here just to be safe. Now we don't have to actually defeat this behemoth. We can just skip right along into this next area with Drixel. Drixel's physics, I should say, are really weird here. Like, if you're able to get the angle right, he can sometimes slide in many different directions. I'm gonna try and see if I can replicate that. No. But I've got like a couple of Twitch highlights that do showcase the absolute absurdity of Drixel's Drixel's slides. Unfortunately, I did not get a skip there. It is a very tricky exploit to do to get right, but it's not a huge deal. Okay, as long as we stay in this little corner here, we should be safe. And now we can proceed to the boss. Now, the Junk Titan is pretty unique, in the sense that actually throwing objects at him is the most effective way to deal damage to this boss. Okay, Again, we do not want to get locked into those button mashing events. Okay, I'm not doing really well with these with throwing these. It's very tricky to do. I think it's very ironic that for a game about using the force and stuff, it's actually quite tricky to throw for objects at bosses. But we should be about done. Yep. Now he needs to do his big slam attack, and we just gotta complete this quick time event.
The young ladies must be protected.
Oh, okay, that is an example of the very horrible blur effect in the Switch version. I have no idea why. Well, I have some idea why the developers did this. They added the blur effect like in order to help the players focus on what's in front of them, but it's a very double-edged sword, to say the least. Where if you have enough objects that are behind Starkiller but in front of the camera, you can cause the entire screen to blur. And I think that's kind of the biggest flaw to the support. Is just the blur effect just being way too much. Like, it's fine to have a little bit of blur, but if your effect is causing the entire screen to blur, then I think that's a problem. Okay. A little bit slow there. Now, if we do this fast enough, we should be able to skip the cutscene that happens in the middle of the battle, which we did. Now we arrive at Felucia, and these enemies are very annoying. the Felucians. Because they constantly assault you with their never-ending barrage of flurry sword attacks. But like most enemies, if you just manage to keep them light-named, they should die pretty quickly. So for whatever reason, for the Switch version, these Felucians spawn slower? Or at least not as big of a rate as the other versions do for some odd reason. just gonna... Okay. Now we're getting up to the Rancor fight. I finally said it right. I actually looked up how to pronounce it, and it is indeed pronounced Rancor. And again, we use the Lightning Saber throw strat here to quickly whittle down his health until his HP becomes 0. Now we have to go through these different force doors. And now we get to fight 2 Rances. Hooray! I'm glad we actually found the strat to deal with these, because these guys are really annoying to fight casually. Like, if you don't know what you're doing, like, it is... They're just really annoying to fight. Because they constantly swipe at you, and... yeah, they're just quite aggressive enemies. And now, basically for this section, we're just force dashing straight to the boss. So nothing of actual note to say here. Now we're finally at the Shakti boss. And like the other humanoid enemies, I like the other force-wielding humanoid enemies, I should say, more specifically. Aerial Assault works wonders on her. Alright, nice. Now, it is very important that we do not miss this quick time event up, because this one is by far the longest in the game. And so messing up here would be a huge time loss. So you gotta pay attention. Gotta pay attention. I saved a couple of seconds there. And now we get to this little bit of cutscenes, a little bit of a barrage of cutscenes here. Now on all the other versions, this takes quite long to get through because of long loading times. But because of the Switch's loading times, it is really quick to skip all those cutscenes there. Now this level is the introduction of the bomb throwers, and I don't like them. They can be very annoying. But yeah, you just gotta be mindful of them. Oh, almost missed that. Alright. Oh my god. See what I mean? I don't know why, but for some reason these guys do not immediately go up the stairs, so we actually have to come towards them instead.
Actually, he's looking at everyone.
There we go. Now we get to fight Shadow Guards. This guy's pretty easy. Oh. I say that, as he puts up a full frontal guard there. Oh, just survived with a sliver of health there. And now we're at the third and final visit to the Jedi Temple. Again, not really much to note here. Just be quick, be fast. Watch out for the jetpack guys. They can really hurt you if you're not too careful. Oh god. And also those guys. Those guys can be really annoying. Now he basically just forced Ashity into the section. Where'd you come from? Now, the second road Jedi fight can be either really good or really bad. Just depends on how this guy's feeling. Oh my god. Yeah, yeah, a lot of the time he can just break out that loop for no apparent reason. Like that. It's very hard to tell when he's actually open to attacks. But that wasn't too bad. Could have been better, but it could have been a lot worse at the same time. Once again, we do the lightning saber straight on this ATST. The reason I killed those clone troopers, or at least most of them, I was supposed to kill all of them beforehand, is so they just don't get in my way of doing the lightning saber strike, because you can easily get hit out of that if you're not too careful. Okay, I don't know what's up with that recently, where they just... Excuse me? Okay. I don't know what's going on there. That's a little bit new. Push that guy out of the way. Oh. Now we lure these guys over here and push them all. Now the jetpack troopers come down. And basically you shoot them all here. With a combination of choke. And they should go down. And we can safely avoid this ATST trooper. Just gotta hope he doesn't shoot us with the big rocket attack. Which when hit, we get knocked back. Get knocked flying back, so yeah, definitely don't want to get hit by that. So basically the gimmick of this fight is we gotta take down these force field generators while he's actually using them, which is simple enough. A little bit annoying, but simple enough to destroy. And now we can finally focus on just doing the lightning saber first strat while trying to maneuver out of the way before he fires his big rockets. He should be dead. Nice. Very nice.
Who was
Who was she? Oh. That was a mistiming of letting go of the X button. Oh, this is bad. You're not meant to get stuck there. Oh, alright. Just messing up slightly here, but not too bad.
spotted one? Where?
Oh yeah. The reason why I don't have a face cam on today is because for the Kissel run, we're also not gonna have a face cam, and I just didn't want to. I just didn't feel like turning my face cam on today, just because that would involve having to make myself look pretty and adorable, and I just didn't want to go through the effort of doing that today. Oh, I'm stuck on the rock. And once again, we use the lightning saber strats. Lawrence is very mad I didn't get hit by that. Now, once again, we just force dash to the end, and we are going to confront Maris Brood. And she could be slightly annoying. Like I said, she could be slightly annoying. Like I was saying, she can be slightly annoying, but she's pretty easy once you kind of learn to just stay away from her. Just keep your distance a bit. Now this Rancer in particular can be very much. This Rancer can be pretty much abused. As long as you stand in this specific spot right here, he will not advance towards you for whatever reason. It's crazy. Oh yeah, sometimes her animations glitch out when she gets knocked down like that. Okay, one more hit. There we go. Don't miss the quick time event. And you should be good.
Master, he's here.
I managed to get a new world record on this. I was not expecting to get one today. If I did, I would have totally prepared my appearance and actually used my webcam today. But I wanted to be authentic for the Kilsa run. Well, I guess I wanted to go all authentic. I would have used the setup that I was going to use for the Kissel run, but the overlay setup, I mean, but meh. So anyway, I came up with a name for this level called Repetition Prime because a lot of what we're going to be doing in this level is very much the same thing, where we have to kill a bunch of enemies, then go through 4 stores, then kill a bunch of enemies, go through 4 stores. Yeah. Yeah, this is easily one of the worst levels in terms of level variety, where there basically is none. Now this ATSD for some reason has a ton of health, and I don't know why. If my memory isn't mistaken, he's the only ATSD in this game that has this much health. Or maybe the one in Kashyyyk has this much health also. I might be misremembering. But once he's down, now we can proceed to the elevator here. Gotta jump over these lava pits. And first time in our run, we're going to be using Maelstrom to make both of those generators lift up and explode. I think okay. I'm just gonna ignore that clone trooper disappearing. The thing I like about this one is that you're not only using one ability. I mean, for the most part, you're using force lighting and aerial assault and whatnot, but you're also using Saber Pro, you're also using Maelstrom. Like, there's a lot of utility in each of these force powers. And I'm really glad that they also contribute to this run. Oh. Thankfully I made it up there. Okay. Wanted to check behind me to make sure that the trooper was dead. I hope that's enough. Yeah, alright, nice. And we made it to the boss, which is Shadow God the Second.
You there, boy?
And now we are going to Cloud City, which is by far the longest level in the game. But I think it's definitely one of the more interesting and fleshed out ones. And I also like the setting a lot. Like a floating city is always a favorite like setting of mine.
He's coming back!
So with these fights, like the militia, like the one in the construction yard, we have to wait for the ship to drop off the rest of the enemies, but we're just like forced to wait here. Oh, you're not supposed to show up. So what happened there was that guy clipped through the door behind me, and which is not supposed to happen at all. That is a Switch exclusive bug right there. We gotta throw that guy off, but it doesn't hurt us when we're pushing the bridge. Now we have the Mandalorians. This is a very boring fight, all things considered. You're basically just electrocuting. Excuse me? I don't know why he didn't move there. Hello? There we go. I don't know what happened there. It was just stuck in place. Come on. You guys are all spread out, which I do not like. Okay, go over there. And And by doing this, we can electrocute all three at the same time, maximizing our damage output. Don't hit me. There's no easy way to avoid those, unfortunately. But there we go. Now it takes a second for this bridge to appear.
Jedi!
Oh. Okay. This game can be very, very quirky sometimes. Just a little bit. Just a little bit janky. Okay. I'm kind of bad at throwing these guys off. Oh. Oh. That. Oh. That's. Okay. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I'm pretty bad at throwing those guys off. I don't know why. Now, for these guys, basically want to electrocute the robots to death first because they can easily become a problem. I'm not sure why Cleave broke out there. That's usually not supposed to happen. But regardless, we sorted it out. And now basically we just choke Cleave to death. As you do in a family-friendly Star Wars game. Actually, I forget what rating they gave to this version. I think it was a teen rating. So, Anyway, moving on from that. Now we are just force dashing all the way to the end. But it requires jumping over several groups of enemies, which is a little awkward. But we get through it. Excuse me, coming through. Oh god. Now I got another Mandalorian's fight. Which is just as annoying as the first one. Because now we have Chopper, who is hell-bent on knocking us out of our animations. And now we come to the worst fight in this game, by far. Basically, this guy does not have any particular weaknesses. The only thing we can do to maximize damage output is to use the lightning saber throw technique. And yeah, it's very hard to avoid those hits, so it's just better to just take them. Oh, I dash backwards. Okay. I missed the section up a couple of times when I was running this version just because I was not used to the button layout at the time. But now with my sick gamer skills, I am very much used to the button layout, and I am able to do that section without fail. I'll just grab some health there, because why not? There's not really much of a reason to. For now, we just silently choke Trooper to death.
Stop me.
He's almost there. Now I've got a bunch of cutscenes here, but they shouldn't take very long because of the Switch's loading times. And now we're at the final level, the Death Star. So obviously the hardest level in the game. There's not really a lot to say here, honestly. Just gotta fight through each of the waves of enemies and just do it without. Just do it without being bad at it. Oh god, got caught by that. Just got caught by an explosion. Come on. There we go.
You there. Down on the ground, now. I've got you in my sights.
Oh.
Open fire.
This part is very annoying on the Switch version. Oh my god. I'm not gonna risk doing the jump over bridge strat here. Just because I'm on roll ripple pace.
Keep firing.
Definitely on the Kissel run, I'll try to do the jump over the bridge strat. It's a little tricky, but it is certainly doable. Come on.
Give them all you've got.
Looking for some push those guys. Oh, I didn't manage to get the other one. There we go. Alright, finally we are at the fated Darth Vader fight. Again, with the aerial assault strat, he is made very easy to deal with.
You cannot defeat me.
Alright. And time. Wow. 57-31.